Peer Mentors program is a program where 11th and 12th grade students are paired with our 9th grade crews. The 9th grade crews are a small group of students, about 15 students, paired up with a staff member. And they stay with that crew for 4 years, doing team building activities, social emotional learning, and that's really the backbone of our school. Now, the peer mentors are an important part of making the crews work because we pair 11th and 12th grade leaders with these 9th grade crews, and they become that crew's mentor.
The idea of peer mentors is that having relationships among the community, particularly between older students and younger students, is the best way to welcome people into the community and to sort of pass on the main values of our school culture, whether it's our official core values of leading, learning, contributing, and exploring, but also some of those more intangibles.
Being a peer mentor to me is just kind of being there for the freshmen as they find their way through their first year of high school, and just being there, anything they need, schoolwork, anything, any questions that they have, or just being there as a friend to them as well.
So what really motivated me to become a peer mentor was I like to just be hopeful and hope kids come out their comfort zone, because I know it took me a while to come out of mine. I don't know, I also really want to become a teacher, so I think peer mentor really is the beginning of wanting to become a teacher.
Each week the peer mentors run lessons with these crews every Friday. The lessons are about team building, working together to accomplish a goal. Could be about just the stress of being a 9th grader in high school and transitioning from middle school to high school. It could just be about the stresses of life, of being a teenager.
We basically do these lessons and then we added fun games into them so that these freshmen can kind of learn how our school community runs and how that they can be comfortable with all of the stuff that we do here.
What I've learned from being a mentor is patience is key. I also learned that being there for a person definitely helps how they grow. It helps how they become academically, who they become as a student, who they become as a friend, and just who they become as a person. It's very helpful to have a guidance, a person to guide you through what it is you might need help with. Also to be there as support for anything that isn't academically related.
The 9th grade crews really become reliant on these peer mentors. They see them as someone that they can count on, someone that they can turn to, someone that has their back. And it's an older student. So whether it's just nice for them to have someone in the hallway to say hi. The peer mentors aren't just working on the lessons with them, they pop in throughout the week. We have peer mentors that'll help students with their work.
I like the program a lot, the peer mentors. I think it kind of helps you get introduced into the school, which I think is really cool. Plus, they kind of help you build relationships, which at first is a little weird at first, if I'm being honest, but I actually do appreciate it. I do.
So it is kind of overwhelming at first, it's kind of scary, but at the end, when you get to know them, oh, maybe you kind of misjudge them so you get to learn about them and just know that you guys can have something in common. So.
Most importantly, what those peer mentors are doing is they're teaching the 9th graders what it means to be a leader student. How to embody our core values of leading, learning, contributing, and exploring. We have a lot of different ways a lot of things that make Leaders a special school. And for our students to pass down that knowledge to the younger students is a crucial way for us to keep that community strong and to keep our community building over time.
It's really cool to see on the first day of orientation, they're all awkwardly standing, they don't want to say anything to each other, to peer mentors. It's almost good when the peer mentors are like, my crew wouldn't shut up. It's that's actually a good thing to a point, because that means you've helped them be comfortable with each other and want to spend time and be in community with one another.
So every year the 9th grade crews go on a week-long camping trip with Outward Bound, And Outward Bound runs that camping trip. They do all kinds of different things, like they go backcountry camping. The students are cooking their own food. They're carrying the clothes on their back. They're achieving different tasks throughout the week, whether it's climbing a wall or just reaching the top of a mountain. And Outward Bound runs these programs, but what we do is we have our peer mentors be there for the support of their ninth graders, of their ninth grade crews. So when those ninth graders, the vast majority of them, this is the first time they've been camping overnight. For many of them, it's the first time they've been away from their families. They're nervous. And to be there and to have this older student looking out for them, it's special because, it's one thing to have the Outward Bound instructors who they don't know. It's another thing to have someone that they see every day in the hallway that they trust, saying to them, like, it's going to be okay. We just have to work together to achieve this.
There's a quote that we go over in the Peer Mentors training that's, I think, like a famous Kurt Hahn quote, who's the founder of Outward Bound, that's "there is more in you than you know." The idea is that for peer mentors, you're realizing that about yourself and you're helping the ninth graders realize that about themselves.
So it's not just the ninth graders that are benefiting from this program. The peer mentors themselves step up in a big way and they see their leadership potential. So I've talked to many peer mentors who just adore their crews. They take ownership over their crews. They really value the relationship that they have developed with these young students. And when it comes time for kind of what they think about themselves and their own self-esteem, the fact that these students look up to them and the fact that they're working hard to accomplish this goal of supporting these young people through this transitional year, it allows them to realize that they can do more than they expected they could.